Welcome back to another Tech for Life video. I'm your host Aurora, and today I'll be reviewing this. This is the first ever item I bought off of June. I was recently notified that something called June existed, which is basically another version of Wish, except you don't get charged for shipping. It's usually included in the price. It's honestly, it's a much more friendly service on that particular site. I've contacted them a few times about item should I say, because it's my first one. But I've contacted them. It's actually a pretty nice website. It actually looks a little less sketchy than Wish. Anyways, I'm sorry for not uploading recently. I had to send in my PC for repairs because I had it CPU heating up to 100 degrees Celsius. So that was not good. So I ended up sending it back. It took 5 days to then they notified me that they needed additional parts that they did not have in stock, so it took another 7 days. So it's been 13 days since I just got my laptop back today. So I'm yeah, I definitely need to make this video before I forget about it. So as you can tell, I just took it out of this particular sleeving. I actually like this material. It's actually quite nice. It's much more durable than bubble wrap. As you can tell, it says Note 10 Plus. Note, pun intended, that it doesn't say Samsung Note 10 Plus. It just says Note 10 Plus, and it has US plug. And this probably is the model number of the, model number. This is probably the serial number. I don't know. That probably says something. Who knows? It doesn't have anything else on the box. Not very detailed. Probably because it was only $155 Canadian, not US. Just want to clarify that. So within the box, you get the phone, which is actually quite heavy, unless the bubble wrap is insanely heavy. I'm not sure. Oh, it's definitely the phone. It's not the bubble wrap. Okay, so why did I get two screen protectors? That's kind of weird. They gave me two screen protectors. Also, it has hairs underneath of it. Do you see that? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Ew. Ew, it has fingerprints on it too. I haven't even used it yet, honestly. So let's take this off. Does it say Samsung? No, it does not say Samsung. Yeah, those cameras are fakes. I'm not sure if you can see that. The back's actually quite nice. It actually feels pretty solid. It's definitely a fingerprint magnet. You're gonna get fingerprints over here quickly. Luckily, within the box, you also receive a clear case, as always. Yeah, this is definitely not a Samsung charger, just to clarify. It also states it's made in China. It has no identification of any sort other than this. Definitely wouldn't want to use this unless you want your house to catch on fire. This phone is actually a Type-C. I just want to clarify on that. It actually is a Type-C. It's actually quite nice. So this is the Type-C charger you get with it. It's quite nice to get a change of scenery. No micro USB. As I stated, it comes with a clear case, as you can see here. This is probably for the SIM. It's already bent, surprisingly. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's bent. I don't know how that happened. User manual. Same as usual. How to listen to music, how to send text message, how not to shoot up a school. Nothing special. It's actually cheaper quality than the previous manuals I've received. So let's take this out and see if it even fits on here, because the phone looks like it's bigger than it. Oh, it actually fits. And let me grab the earbuds. Actually, I already took them out of the case because I just wanted to test the earbuds. So these are definitely knockoff of the Apple earbuds. So they look like this. Hold on, let me get it clear. They look like this, and it has a Type-C adapter on the end because the phone does not have a headphone jack of any sort. It has, I believe those are two different holes for microphones. And I believe that's for the sound. This is actually one of the stylus pen. If you press it in, it should come out. Oh, maybe not. Usually you have to press it in. Oh, you have to pull it out yourself. And there's a little magnet on the end that pulls it in. I just noticed that. So it looks pretty nice. Is that a button? No, I guess not. Samsung Note 10 has a button on here. This one does not. There's a little dent there. Hold on. It's almost like a little cut in the metal right there by my thumb here. I'm sticking my thumb in there. Anyways, it has a little rubber piece on the end. I wonder if it even works. Anyways, I haven't really used the phone, so I'm just gonna cut out and then cut back in because I want to use it before, because I actually want to know what it's like. So welcome back. As I previously stated, I cut out the video and I cut back in. I ended up using the earbuds, and the quality of them is actually quite bad. Like, I have the Razer Hammerhead earbuds. They're much better. Like, these ones don't have any bass, and literally any any low frequent bass sounds will be completely distorted and it sounds like crap. Honestly, I wouldn't suggest it. So I already turned this on, a little cloud shit up here. If it even turns on, there. See a little cloud? I think it's called Blue Droid is the company that made this. I'm not quite sure. It looks quite nice. Overall, it actually feels quite heavy. I have already looked at the specs, so I already know everything about it. I can tell you right now, it's not as advertised. It does not have 4,800 milliamps. It only has 1,000. It only has 2 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM instead of mine stated it had 6 gigabytes. But there are listings that will state they have 8 gigabytes of DDR4. So it's actually kind of dead because I've already used it. So I'm just going to quickly type in the password. It's kind of delayed because of the RAM, because it's only DDR2 of 1800 megahertz and it's only 2 gigabytes. Another thing I've noticed is that even though, if you go into settings, hold on, let it load. Actually, should probably let it load. So settings, this is actually quite nice detail. The fact that they did make this into the screen, like for a budget like clone, that's actually quite a nice feature. Oh, it went into power saving mode. If you go to the storage, if it ever loads, let me turn battery saver mode off. It's probably not gonna turn Wi-Fi off too. Did it freeze? Oh, I guess battery saver mode can't be turned off. That's kind of a stupid feature, the fact that you can't turn off battery saver mode. Anyways, back to business. So as you can tell here, I've used about 4.16 gigabytes, which is pretty accurate to how much I've used out of 256. This includes the system. The system of only 1.5 gigabytes according to this. I don't really believe that, but anyways, if you go, I have 8064 and DefCheck. Those are both similar applications to tell you the the specifications of your particular device. 8064 is something Zoom uses to verify the specs. They'll ask you to either send a video or like photo evidence of all the things. I'll actually show you photo right here. This is what they sent me. This is what I have to show them in order to even be considered for a refund. I'll probably end up getting a refund, but it doesn't really matter. I do this not because I want free phones, but I do this because I like making reviews on false advertised items and exposing them. Anyways, if you go into DefCheck, let's use DefCheck because I'm a little more familiar with it. As you can tell, it's only 1.9 gigabytes. The battery actually isn't stated here. Hold on, battery. It's just NA, but if you go into settings and you go all the way down to about phone and then battery information, it's only 1,000 milliamps, so I already know that's a scam because the ad said it was 4,800. Anyways, let's get back into the other application. As I stated, there was something about the storage that was quite suspicious. Notice how it says 252.7, and then for the system, and there's an additional 254.9 gigabytes of storage. Also, look at the file system on this one. This one's F2FS instead of like NAT, and this one is extension 4. Kind of weird. Also, it claims that the system alone has used 166 gigabytes. Like, I have not. A system is usually 16 gigabytes at a max. Like, Windows is not even 16 gigabytes. I believe it's 11. Anyways, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't match. It doesn't make sense in my opinion. I also noticed whenever I put applications onto the phone, it usually grows to like 8 times the size of it. And I noticed, like, I start importing like big files from my computer onto the phone using the Type-C. It was actually quite slow for Type-C. It's probably because the phone can't keep up. Anyways, I noticed once it hit 8 gigabytes, it started corrupting files. Like, it would just, like, images would just go blank. And it would say, when I plug it into my computer and I tried to click the image, it'd say, this format is not supported. So it's clearly corrupting things like once it exceeds 8 gigabytes of storage. I have also tried doing the following. I have tried using 3D Mark, I've tried using PC Mark, GFX, Bench, I've tried using Passmark Performance, I've tried cross-platform digital, I don't even know what the last part is. I've tried using Android Bench. They're all benchmark-based applications. This one's for storage, the rest of them are for like graphics and CPU performance, and maybe some memory, I'm not quite sure. Anyways, this is supposed to have a download option, or like a play option. According to the specifications by the merchant, this phone should technically be qualified for this, but according to the specs I have found in this particular phone, it actually does not match the listing. Like this phone, I would not even consider letting you buy it. Like if you want to buy it and like you can get a refund for it, go right ahead, be my guest. But if you're gonna buy this, you're like, yay, got a Samsung Note 10 clone I can show off to my friends, I wouldn't suggest it, honestly, because you can't really show off this device. Hold on. As you can state, this is not compatible with my test. These ones, I've tried connecting to the internet like 18 times. It will just not load them. You know what I just noticed? Power saving mode turned off. That's kind of weird. That took forever. Just now, actually. Oh well. I've tried playing games on here. Unless you want to play at 5 frames, I would not consider it. Like maybe like really small, non-demanding games. Like if I tried playing Crossroad on here, it did not perform well. Honestly, I would not suggest this at all, unless you want to get like a free insert SIM. I haven't even tried using text messages. I just don't want to plug my SIM into a phone like this. You never know. Maybe they're like taking data from you. I'm not quite sure what they do. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly show you all the specifications of this particular device compared to what the merchant listed that this phone had. Okay, so I'm quickly gonna go over the specs. So the original MediaTek processor, what the lister stated, was a MediaTek 6595. Well, it's actually only a MediaTek 6580, which is actually worse. It has 4 cores, and it has from 600 to 1.3 gigahertz, and the overall battery is actually only 1000 milliamps instead of 4800. It only has 1968 megabytes of DDR2 RAM. I actually was wrong. I thought it had 280 megahertz. It actually has 533, which is a little faster, but it really wouldn't make much of a difference. Now, the storage I'm not too sure about. It's somewhere between 4 to 8 gigabytes. I can't really get a precise number because DevCheck or ADI64 cannot tell me the actual amount. The screen ratio is 1560 by 720 with 160 DPI. It claims it has a 10.74 inch screen, which is highly unlikely. The camera quality isn't too good, even though it's pretty close to 4K for the front one. It still is not good. Also, I don't know why the front quality is better than the back quality in resolution wise. That usually is the other way around. Well, Zoom stated it had Android 9.1. That does not even exist, so I'm not sure how that's even possible. It only has Android 9.0. Android. So, anyways, it did not have a build date on Zoom. They usually don't provide this. I can actually see the exact build date, which was November 4th, 2019, around 8:15 a.m. The SIM slot is wrong about it. It says it's a dual SIM. It actually supports 2 SIMs and 1 micro SD card. The manufacturer, it claims it's Samsung, but we both know that's not true. It's probably because the operating system, because it's a Samsung custom-made operating system based off of Android, so that probably explains why it thinks that. Anyways, without that said, I'm just gonna get back into the other part of the video. Okay, so with that said, honestly, I wouldn't suggest this phone. Like if it was maybe 80 bucks, I'm like, yes, definitely go for it. Like for 80 bucks, this is worth it. Like Acer Liquid said when come close to this particular phone, but for the price that they gave it to me, well, they sold it to me, like I spent like $155 Canadian on it. Since it's on Zoom, you don't have to pay for shipping like on Wish. It's all included in the price, which is quite nice because then it's easier to keep track of whether they actually give all of your money back to you or they're just trying to scam money out of you. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about this. I would definitely not buy this. You'd be better off buying like an older Samsung off of eBay or something like that. Like, this would not even come close. It does look nice, I gotta admit, especially the back. Hold on. So, yeah. There's not much else I can say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to review or like expose a particular item on Joom, Wish, eBay, AliExpress, you name it, Amazon, just leave a comment in the description. I usually reply within a day. It really depends on what type of time of day you like post a particular comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe, as I make multiple of these videos. I actually have an iPhone 11 clone coming in pretty soon from Joom as well. I hope you guys will watch that video, as I am beyond excited to do a review on that particular item compared to this one. Maybe I'll keep this one and I'll do like a comparison. I know it has Android on the other device, but I'm just not gonna foil all the specs for you guys. So without that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe as I previously stated, leave a comment, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.